Hello, today we are going to do a unboxing. It's the first unboxing I'm doing here. So this is a mod unit for upgrading your Korg Poly-800 keyboard. So it's a kit. Assemble required. You need to replace one integrated circuit in the board. You need to replace two integrated circuits in the board, in the Poly-800 board. Okay, so here I got the cables. I will certainly put the sticker in the keyboard once it's done. Thanks for the sticker. Well, so I need to assemble everything in the kit. There you go. Here's the printed board. So what it will do once the mod is installed, it will give the keyboard the capacity to load more presets without the dependency of the battery, and it will give you access to all the synth parameters via MIDI control. So you'll be able to use an external controller to change all the parameters for the synth engine, or at least most of the parameters. It also gives you an arpeggiator and some other cool new features. This is the most complete mod that you can install in the old Poly-800 keyboard. I have been using one for the past 20 years. Okay, so this is the kit version 1.5C. There you go. I will assemble the kit, install it, and then test everything. And if everything works fine, you'll see more videos with an accurate description on what are all the features in this board, and also, of course, doing some music using it. That's it for now. So here you go. This is the HAWK-800 kit, version 1.5C.
Okay, the board is ready. All memory chips are installed. The left one is the boot RAM. Alright, so this part of the work is done. Now I need to disassemble the Poly-800 and install the removed two circuits from there and install this one. Let's see if it works. I'm not very good with soldering, I'm ashamed to say that, but I think I did a sufficiently good enough labor to make it work. Let's see. One advice that I give is for whoever's going to try to build this is to use the anti-static protection. You know who uses this kind of protection? Who burn out memory chips in the past. Yes, I did more than once, and now I now I use this. Maybe this will help. Okay, so let's go to disassemble the Poly-800 now. So here we have the main board. So I'll need to disconnect all those cables and take the main board out. You know, so it looks like this small board here as well. So let's film that. So in order for me to be able to retrace my steps here, I will disconnect from here to there, taking out all the screws as well. All right. Okay, here we have the main motherboard from the keyboard. All right, so another step closer. Let's see how it's going to work next. I'll need to take out two of those circuits. Okay, so this is where I'm standing right now. I was able to take out the IC29. However, in order to do that, I needed to cut 3 pins from it. It was really stuck with old soldering, and I don't have an electric desolder, so that was the best compromise that I could do. Also, when I was desoldering, one of the trails broke down. This one here. As you see, the trail disappeared. Luckily, it looks like it's a trail that doesn't connect anywhere, so I will move forward anyway. Well, a quick update. I was able to install the new socket in replacement of the previous integrated circuit IC29. It was more work than I was expecting. I had to compromise and cut some terminals from the IC29, otherwise I was fearing that I was going to break the copper tracks. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, now we have the board back into the keyboard. Here we have the socket for the new board connection. We also have the new socket for the other connector, and that's it. Let's install now the assembled upgrade board. At this point, everything installed. Here's the HAWK-800 board. I didn't have additional screws nor razors to properly fix it, but at least for now those black tapes are going to do a job in that. Everything is connected to the main board. All the plugs are connected back. I still need to solder this. This is the FCC compliance thing. Not something that we need nowadays. But that's it. So let's put some batteries, turn on the machine, and see what happens. Wish me luck. This was supposed to be a 4-hour labor. It took me 4 days. Okay, moment of truth here. So the keyboard is closed with the board inside. I installed the batteries. Let's see. Okay. There you go. This message indicates that the board is properly working, or is supposed to be working. Those error messages are because the EPROMs are not yet loaded. I need to upload the firmware to those EPROMs via sysax dump, but the HAWK-800 board, you see, is showing us being installed, and the booting EPROM is working. I can I can hardly believe. So installation, it's almost finished. The hardware part of the install is done. We will proceed later with the software installing the firmware, and then I will fill out all the new banks with additional sounds. I have some very nice sounding banks which I'll show later as well. And that's it. If you followed me until here, thank you. I hope it motivates you to also mod your old keyboards, not necessarily a Poly-800. That's a good way to keep the motivation and creative going forward for those old machines, and particular in this case, one that I have an emotional attachment to. You can see the pictures that I'm showing here, and that's it. New videos to come out soon. Thanks everyone.